Help you get it back
And
to where
then
you
I'll
want it,
get
allowing
Facebook
you to
up here.
qualify for that new car, house, or credit card. We'll create an affordable month-to-month plan for you to repair your credit effectively.
And
Some
scoot
clients
over
have
this
seen
way a
results in
little
as
bit
few as
more.
30 to
There we go.
45 days. Call 855-450-9944. 855-450-9944. 855
Oh, you just got the notice.
All right, guys, stand by. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
following
We're
program
going.
Does not necessarily represent the
We're really
views
going.
or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station.
But it should.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today.
That's what the top of my head looks like.
I don't want to know what the top of my
Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at 713-785-1817.
Hot mics
Toll
in
free
5,
877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
2, 1. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome to the show. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. Want to get right into it. Join live in the studio, Robert Orfino, in from California. What's up, Mr. Cali?
It's all good. Good morning, Tom.
JB Funding. Want to give out your website, jbfundservices.com, 1-800-901-0809, 1-800-901-0809.
Yep.
There you go. So, end of the year. Everybody's getting ready for, it's planning for 2018.
Yep.
It's putting together new pro formas. It's evaluating. It's partly looking back, partly looking forward. It's a year in review, right? I mean, we're gonna be seeing all the shows on, TV news shows and things like that. We'll be talking about the events that happened. You remember? And one of the things that always saddens me is all the people that passed away.
Right,
that
in memoriam.
Yeah, exactly. Those kind of things in the last year. And so, what are the things you're seeing investors do coming up the end of the year?
So the week after Christmas, and
Yeah.
before New Year's, it's usually slow for most businesses, and people are, school's out and things like that. And that's when we find a lot of people are just opening up those 401k statements, their retirement plans,
right.
and they look at it, and when they sat down with their financial advisor, whoever it was, they told them this is on average it was 7.8%.
Well, let's face it. A financial advisor, we'll put that in air quotes because they're salespeople, right? They're selling products.
Absolutely.
They make a commission.
Yep.
It always made me laugh. When I was in high school, I figured out that these guys, as stuff is rising, everything that has just risen, they give a buy signal to. Everything that has just fallen, when it reaches the bottom, they give a sell signal. I'm like, wait, shouldn't you be telling me to sell when you think it's going down, not after it already did?
Right. Well, the professionals are doing just the opposite.
Yeah,
right?
exactly right.
Right. Those are actually in the business, are buying when it's low and selling when it's high. Versus
Right.
the advice that most people get.
Yeah, which is terrible. And you're like, wait, whose team are you on? You telling me to sell when it's already lost 30 points, and you're telling me to buy when it just went up 50 points. I mean, wait a second. couldn't you have been a little bit in front of that curve?
So I always tell a story about the greatest money manager I've ever met was my mother-in-law.
Okay.
Who, from the age of 45 up until 75,
right,
managed their family's money
right.
every single day. And there was nothing passive about what she did.
That was her job.
That was her job.
Yeah.
And she averaged about 20% a year over 30
Unheard
years,
of.
right? But
yeah.
Because she was in it every single day.
But even just to put that in perspective, even Buffett hasn't gotten 20% year over year, and he's in it every day too, allegedly.
Yeah, maybe. But that's what she worked at, and she worked at, and it was nothing passive about it.
Right.
And it was hard work.
Right.
But hey, man, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
If you want those big returns,
right,
and you've got to go out there. So we're not offering 20%.
Yeah.
All right, but we're offering 9% preferred for our investors.
Right.
And we feel very comfortable that that's going to outperform a lot of the other products that are on the market right now.
Well, at least you know what it's in at that point.
Yeah.
Because what's amazing to me is people get their 401k, and I remember, I used to have a little bit of money in a 401k, and it was like Fidelity Destiny 2, just like Roman numeral 2, and I'm like, what is that?
Right.
And it's like, I didn't even know what was in that, and they said, oh, well, it's a mid-cap fund, and whatever. And I would look and see what it did, and, it never really did much, honestly, and professional managers.
Absolutely, and those fees eat away
right.
and stuff. And so, we think we have a better alternative for
right.
folks, and especially if you're in the community. because we're investing here in the community, and you can look at the properties. We're on Facebook Live all the time, and
Right.
we're showing the properties. And it's a better, for us, if you're local in the community, we think it's a much better investment than some of this national stuff that just gets peddled every day. And
So if we're talking about 9%
Yeah.
return, I mean, what's the risk? Is there risk involved?
There's always risk
Yeah,
involved.
of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I know in what I recognize, if I put my money in Bitcoin, for example, I mean, I might as well go and put $1,000 on red or black, right? I mean, the risk is 100% of my. I mean, if I put $1,000 in there, I might as well just. I mean, I better not plan on getting any of it back.
Yeah, so let me explain it to you this way.
Yeah.
We've identified all the risks that we can possibly identify.
Right.
We spent 3 years developing our fund.
Sure.
To figure out every single risk. And every time we take it to an advisor and we say, hey, look at this.
Right.
What are we missing? And they say, hey, look, you got to look at these 3 things or look at these 2 things.
Yeah.
And we'd look at it and go back and try and fix the model for that. And so that's what we've been able to do.
Right.
Is we've addressed it. We do background checks on our flippers. We educate our flippers.
Right.
We want the best of the best deals.
Yeah.
We're not taking every deal that's thrown at us. We're not desperate to deploy money, right?
Right.
We'd rather have the money sitting here
Right.
than working on a bad deal than than deploying it to a bad deal. So
Right.
we want to make sure we get all the best deals that we can possibly get. So we review the deals. We're very, very tight on our numbers. We want to make sure they're real. We're not speculating.
Yeah, sure.
We're not, hey, this neighborhood's going to come back. By the time we sell, that neighborhood's going to come back. That's not for us.
Yeah, right.
Right. So those are the sort of risks that are out there now.
Yeah.
And we just address them all the time.
Yeah. I hear some investors say, "Well, that's the next up and coming neighborhood.
It's going to come back."
Yeah, prove it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't prove it. What I want to know is, what did my neighbor's house sell for the last time it sold, and was that in the last 2 or 3 years?
Sure.
I'll give you an example. We've got a property that I went and walked yesterday and the day before, right? So what I know is 3 years ago, before the flood, it sold for $475. Okay, so it kind of gives me in the ballpark of the value. Now, what I know is about 6 months ago, before the flood, they had listed the house for $550. No takers. What's that tell me? It's not worth $550,
No,
right?
it was overpriced, yeah.
It was overpriced. Then they lowered the price to $535. Still, no takers. And I said, hey, when it was at $535, did you get any offers? Yeah, I got an offer at $500, contingent on Guy and Katie selling his house. So now I'm feeling like I'm kind of in the ballpark in terms of value, right? So I said, probably pre-flood, $495, right? Get below that 500 mark.
Yep.
There's some people, that's their threshold, right? So I thought pre-flood, $495. Okay, now what's the flood going to cost? This is where I get real conservative. I mean, is that 10%? 10% is, $50,000. Is that $440? I gave it a 15%. I said, hey, I think it's probably $420.
I was going to say 4.25. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at $420. So now, if I sell a house for $420, I've got $42,000 in selling costs. Mm-hmm. Now we actually operate a little bit better than that, but I want to budget 10%, give a little bit extra margin.
Yeah,
Construction cost in there, my holding costs. I'm thinking, my construction is going to take me $75,000. Normally, I can do that in about 2.5 months. I'm going to budget maybe 4 months instead because extra time, materials might be back ordered. Mm-hmm. Laborers, they don't start chop. Labor prices a little bit more, and then. Where that's a pretty hot area, close in 60 or 90 days, I'm thinking, hey, you know what? Might be a little slower, might have to sit on the market a little more. So 4 months of hold time, not counting construction. So 4 months for construction, 4 months for hold, 2 months. Not every investor is really mathematically calculating every single one of those costs, but you make sure that happens before the fund money goes in.
I'm going to say right on that deal you're talking about.
Sure.
I think most investors would do backflips if they got it for like $275, $300.
Yeah.
But just what you're telling me now, that's not a good enough number.
No. Oh, no, it's not.
We need it closer to 200.
I offered $225.
Yeah, I was
and they
200,
countered at
230.
$230. And so I got it at $232.
Yeah, you can make that work.
Yeah, absolutely, all day long. So I'll be $75,000 in rehab, and that might be a little. Right now, my budget's like $60.
Sure.
And I'm trying to make some decision about do we keep the upstairs carpet, that kind of stuff, relatively minor stuff. So, I've got some extra margin, but I'll be all in for $305 on something that should be worth $420.
Sure.
I mean, and I think that's pretty good. And here's how investors hit home runs. They go in with conservative numbers, and then lo and behold, we're surprised that the market's not going to punish us quite as much, and we get 450. But I would never ever want to build my numbers on 450. I want to plan for the worst and hope for the best. right? And what I see so many investors, what they do is they plan for the best.
Right.
And then if it doesn't go best case scenario, now you've got investor money at risk. And
we won't do that.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so those are the numbers that we're looking at. We're extremely conservative on our numbers. We're just starting to get some post-flood data.
Right.
The market's just starting to peak up and say, hey, this is what this house is really worth.
Right.
We can start seeing some of that now,
Sure.
right? So we're really, really conservative. We want to make sure that we know those numbers, understand those numbers. So we watch the hard reports every time they come out. We want to see where the trends are going. And at the bottom line, it's other people's money we're working with. We have to be incredibly respectful and conservative of that, making sure that we can perform on the returns that we tell people that we're going to perform on.
So just to cap, so you've got an SEC qualified Reg A fund.
Mm-hmm.
You're only able to take.
I have an SC, right, this is a 506C.
Oh, excuse me, a 506C.
The Reg A will be announced in January. We'll start opening.
Okay, we're not announcing that yet.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no, yeah.
All right, so we can only take accredited. You can only take accredited investors right now.
Investors, yep.
And so if you're not if you don't know if you're accredited investor or not, you're probably not one.
Right.
So you would know if you were an accredited. So only accredited investors. But if you're not getting 9% invested in real estate, I mean, the chances of losing 100% of your money, it's like
no, yeah,
it couldn't happen. I mean, it just
well, I'm gonna have to always say just legally, there's always risk, right? But
yeah,
we spent 3 years making sure that we were going to be prepared to take other people's money.
Right.
That's really what it came down to.
Right.
And just making sure over and over and over that we were going to make sure that we were going to do our due diligence and take care of these folks' investments. Because at the end of the day, this is their retirement. This is their future. This is their family.
Yeah, that's what a lot of new investors don't get. I mean, here's a guy that's worked in oil and gas or worked in healthcare or whatever it is, and it takes a long time to save $1 million. And then, a lot of times these guys they're in, the latter years of their life, and it's just there's not enough time to save it again. You've got to protect their money. So you've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio, jbfundservices.com, jbfundservices.com, 1-800-901-0809, 1-800-901-0809, 9% preferred return. There's a waterfall after that.
We split the profit.
Get more information. Give them a call.
Do.
Thanks for listening, guys.
It's time to get on the
fun.
Hey, keep the music playing in the background, and you got to turn you up, okay? Because you're blending into the background a lot. Turn yourself way up, okay?
At 832-742.
Will you do that?
9992, or reach us on the web
Hello?
at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Harrison?
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in
all right, thanks, man.
remodeling of single
Hey, Harrison, can you hear me?
properties, whether it's a flip
All right, cool. Turn yourself way up because you went down for some reason. I don't know if the mic's away from your mouth or what, but you went down.
Okay, I just didn't want to scream at you.
Yeah, but I got to hear you over the whatever we're talking, and I'm talking high energy, and you got to come in louder than me.
Gotcha.
All right, bye. Otherwise, it sounds like this.
Maintain quality crews so it gets done right.
Okay,
and I'm not hearing that. All right.
So it gets done fast.
No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992, or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143.
Hey, Mr. Tom.
8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
Hi, Clint Coons here, attorney and avid real estate investor. You know, the greatest mistake real estate investors make is not understanding the potential liability that exists from owning real estate. At Anderson Business, Legal, and Tax Advisors, we specialize in protecting real estate investors in all 50 states. In addition to structuring your business for optimum protection, we provide guidance so you pay the least amount of taxes available under the law. We have 150 employees that range from lawyers to CPAs to estate planners and much more. Download our free ebook, The Invisible Investor Strategy, today at AndersonAdvisors.com or call for a free risk reduction analysis and financial blueprint at 800-706-4741. Anderson Business Advisors will help you keep more of what you earn. Call us today at 800-706-4741 and mention Right Path Real Estate.
Hey, Mr. Tom, 2 minutes.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall.
Hey, Mr. Tom, you back?
Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
You found or inherited a great investment property.
Hey, Mr. Tom.
How much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing
Hey, Mr. Tom.
Yeah, is Anne Marie on the line?
Yes, sir. And
All
we
right.
have 15 seconds before we go back in.
Oh, dang. All right, so you're like... All right, cool.
Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911.
Hey, Ryan, what's up, man? Hey,
All right, here we go.
DG,
Stand by.
Daniel,
This
what's
is
going on?
Business 1110.
Hey, good morning, Michael.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today.
All right, hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. Wait, music's still going on? Hey, I'm hearing a different... Are you there? All right,
yeah.
Great. Quest IRA. Anne Marie, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me this morning.
I'm not great. So... we were talking in the previous segment, I don't know if you were listening in, but had Robert with JB Fund Services on the line, and he was talking about people doing end-of-the-year reviews, taking a look at, what's going on, kind of looking back in terms of how did my fund do or how did my portfolio do, and then also looking forward to, 2018, putting plans in place. I know y'all have your finger on the pulse of a lot of different investors. What do you see people looking back? What was 2017 like for a lot of investors?
I think it started strong, and then, I think for all of us, whether it's personally or investment-wise, I think Harvey definitely slowed things down for everybody, kind of took a toll a little bit, but we're seeing that people are definitely, the investments are starting to ramp up again, people are making their contributions, people are getting their houses fixed up, and including some of our staff, so that's kind of what we've seen in the last couple months.
And then what do you see people are looking forward to in 2018?
Investment-wise, it's really all over the board. I know for us, we're really pushing people to make their contributions. They still have time. It's up until the tax filing deadline. I know we kind of always get a mad rush right before the end of the year, people trying to get in their contributions.
Yeah, April 14th, right? That's yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then
they've got a little while still.
And if you file an extension to file your taxes, that does not give you an extension to fund 2017's accounts, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Unless it's some type of employer plan, like a SEP IRA, maybe like have your own business or a realtor or something like that, where you have one of those self-employment types of IRAs, then yeah, you'll get that extension till October. But nope, for the rest of us, it's just until tax filing in April.
So if you don't already have a SEP set up, a 401k, an IRA, an HSA, a Coverdale, I mean, y'all offer so many different accounts. Y'all are the premier training company when it comes to self-directed IRAs and all the self-directed type of retirement accounts. Tell me about some of the different accounts that y'all offer right now.
Yeah, so Quest, all of the accounts that we offer are self-directed. So the difference between Quest and one of the big name types of financial companies like a Charles Schwab or an Edward Jones is basically that we allow our clients to exclusively invest into private assets. So we're here on the radio because for most people that's real estate, but you can also invest into like private companies or even do loans as long as it's not to family members. So that's actually the most common investment that we see at Quest. But there's really all types of IRAs. Some of them are completely tax-free, like a Roth IRA or the health savings account that you mentioned. And some of them you just kind of get those tax deductions that benefit you right now. So really across the board, there's kind of something for everybody and even multiple types of accounts that work for families. You know, you might have a Roth IRA that you're using, and then your family also has a health savings account where you're creating that tax-free money for when your kids do get sick or, you know, they do have to have braces or you have to get contacts or something like that.
Okay, so I'm joined live on air with Anne-Marie. She's with Quest IRA, and their web address is questira.com. That's Quest, Q-U-E-S-T, IRA.com. Their phone number is 855-FUN-IRAs. That's 855, the word fun, F-U-N-I-R-A-S. So, Anne-Marie, y'all do a massive amount of training about the different types of accounts. Tell me a little bit about that schedule. How can I plug into some of the training that you guys do?
Yeah, so actually every single Tuesday we do educational events, and tonight we actually have an ugly sweater mixer that's really just more networking based that I'll kind of tell you about as well. But as far as the classes that we do every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., we do classes here at the office where we can teach you about self-directed IRAs or investment strategies or different types of tax benefits that come with IRAs. And then afterward, really the best part of it is that we invite every single person in the room to come up, pitch a deal, pitch their service, if they need money or have money to lend out, and we simulcast it live across the country. So it's pretty cool. I mean, just as popular as the comment section is for the Right Path videos, I mean, we've seen people commenting on there and putting together deals. So, I mean, it definitely works. It's pretty powerful stuff.
Absolutely. That's what I think the brand new investor doesn't understand. So many people say, well, I want to get involved in real estate, but I've got to save, $150,000 because that's how much a house costs, or my credit's not great or something like that. And people don't realize that, man, if I've got a deal other investors that are experienced, they know what a deal looks like. So if you find a deal, the money is never the problem. The problem is when somebody thinks it's a deal and everybody else in the investor community knows it's not a deal, then, that's an issue. But if it's really a deal, the money is not the problem. I mean, I've seen so many of our students that have gone to you guys, have shown up on a Tuesday morning and have said, hey, I've got this property, it's this address, this is my strategy, this is the ARV, and the investor can verify the numbers. And man, the money was there. It was funded through Quest IRA. It's easy breezy. If you don't know how to do it, you just have to show up to Quest IRA on a Tuesday morning or an ugly sweater networking event. It's a great opportunity to meet successful investors, brand new investors, people that have been doing it short-term, long-term, medium-term. Everybody is there. If you're anybody in real estate, you're going to be there. But Anne-Marie, what if I don't have an ugly sweater?
Then you can't come.
You can't come? So I got to go. Where's the best place to get an ugly sweater? Is it too late to order? I mean, I've got shipping time. You know what I'd probably do? I'd go down to the Salvation Army or Goodwill or something like that, find the ugliest sweater. If it just doesn't fit right, does that make it ugly?
Hey, we leave it up to interpretation. station what ugly means.
That's like, now, let me guess. If it's an ugly sweater event, I can only imagine there's going to be an ugly sweater contest voted on by the audience, right? Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah, that's like who's the biggest loser, right? All in good fun. It's all about education, having a good time. Hey, real estate investors are a lot of fun. It's not meant to be stressful. That's what the JOB is all about, right? This is about looking for an alternative way to earn additional income. You know, we were talking about in the previous segment that I used to have it was an account called Fidelity Destiny. I never really knew what the guy that was managing that fund, what he was doing with the money. The great thing about when you take control over a self-directed IRA, you're never surprised at what your money is going into. So when you get to the end of the year, the likelihood of you hitting your projections is much higher than, it's not like going to Vegas and just putting your money on red or black and just, and hoping. Hope is not a strategy. You can put together a plan of action and actually have a strategy. And if you want to learn how to build a strategy, go to questira.com. That's questira.com, or call them at 855-FUN-IRAs. They have an account for every single need that you would have for investing in your financial future. I mean, I love the Coverdales because I have a daughter that's 12 years old. She's going to be getting ready for college. I also love the HSAs because, let's face it, health insurance it's in a mess right now. Nobody knows where it's going to go, right? But what I know is if I can put money in to an HSA and start investing in real estate, have that grow, I can raise my deductible, it lowers my insurance costs. There's all different types of opportunities, all the different accounts that y'all offer. So best thing to do, go to questira.com and look at all the events that they have coming up. So, Anne-Marie, what are you going to be doing for Christmas?
For Christmas, spending it with some family, enjoying myself, taking some days off. It'll be good. What about yourself?
Now, Andy says on here on Facebook, happy birthday week, Anne-Marie.
Oh, we're birthday buddies. He has the same birthday as me.
Yeah, we celebrated his. We had cake up here the other day. I didn't get a piece of the cake, and I got a chance to tell him happy birthday, but that was about it. So y'all share the same week?
We share the same month.
The same month. Okay, got it. Well, happy birthday this month. And so yeah, I'm actually going to be in town for the Christmas holidays and, putting together our pro formas for 2018. I imagine that Quest IRA has got some big things planned. When's the next cruise that Quest IRA is taking?
2 minutes.
There's actually one in January. It used to be the annual IRA Fun Cruise, but really now we're doing like 4 to 5. They've just gotten so popular. So if anyone wants to come and cruise with Quincy and kind of get some education and take a vacation as well, they can go to financialfriendsnetwork.com. There's a great travel agent. She'll help you to book it all, and then you can be part of the seminars as well as, like I said, taking a little vacation.
So financialfriendsnetwork.com.
1 minute.
And what I love about that is who doesn't like cruising that you can write off the cruise as a business expense? Using pre-tax dollars to go on a cruise, get educated, to network with other successful investors. It's a great place to meet other, real estate investors that are successful, people that might want to fund your deals, to be able to network, find out what kind of deals they're doing. I know there's investors that invest in residential, in multifamily, in single family, in commercial, in retail, in industrial. It's not limited to just one different type of investing. People that can talk about successes they've had investing in private entities. I mean, I think y'all even tell the story about somebody that lent money on someone that wanted to buy a private airplane. I mean, it's people really can open up their mind and realize that they can take control and put their money where they want their money to go. That way they can invest responsibly. So it's questira.com. That's questira.com. 855-FUN-IRAs. That's 855-FUN-IRAs. Thanks for coming in, Anne-Marie.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Have a good day.
Mike's off.
All right, thanks. And Mr. Daryl Dyke is already in the house for our third segment. What's up, man? How you doing? Good. Yeah.
Are you expecting to close accurately
So
on
slide
time
on
and
over
with lots
and-
of communication on your
There we
home
go.
purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with
Can I get a
Legacy
mic check?
Mutual Mortgage.
Yeah.
Our goal
Can I
is
get
to
a
give our
mic
borrowers
check?
and referral partners an
Sounds
amazing
good, man.
experience
All right,
during
cool.
the loan process.
That was
Our
easy.
team believes in putting
was.
people.
How you doing, man?
and
Long
culture
time no
first.
see.
I'm doing good.
You've
Our
been doing it
company
mainly by.
concentrates
Oh,
on
look at that,
building
no
those
socks.
teams who
Oh, I got the
operate
little-
with structure,
Oh, look
process,
at that.
Yeah, so much
recognition
better.
For going
Yeah.
the extra mile for you.
My feet get hot, so I'm
This
so I
way,
switch to
we have
those.
the
Oh, yeah?
energy to make
Cool.
this your best
Hey,
home
Mr. Tom,
purchase
if he's not
ever.
all the way into
Give
the
us a
mic, you
call
can turn him up a
today
little
to
bit.
find
All
out
right.
the simple steps
Put
to
put
get
put up
started.
that a little bit.
I'm
Hey,
Jennifer
Harrison, can you turn you up?
The Hernandez team.
Yeah, how it
at
sound?
Yeah,
Legacy Mutual
great.
Mortgage.
When you do it like that, it's great.
Jennifer.legacymutual.com.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Or call
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
713
Cool.
Okay, cool.
579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacy.
So have you seen a retail
We can't wait
sale
to
yet
consult
on
with you
a flip
soon.
house? I haven't
NMLS
either.
No, we have a bunch of loans out on.
51497.
Do you?
Yeah, we've been closing a lot of deals with them, but I haven't seen one retail yet.
As
Yeah.
a real estate investor, you rely on
So,
your property
we'll see. I
inspector
think
to
this should be
determine the
hitting here
current
pretty
condition of
soon.
the home
Yeah.
and your potential
We've-
return
we'll
on
have our
investment.
first one hitting in
Principal
about 5
Inspections was
weeks.
founded
Do you?
by investor
Yeah.
Jeremy
One that we
Humphrey
already
and just
owned
that.
prior
From
to the
the
flood.
investor's point of
Okay.
view,
That we
Principal Inspections will give you turnkey
we
inspections
lost a little
that are
bit of
high
momentum,
quality,
and then we tried
affordable,
marketing it,
and
you
focused
know,
on information
as
presented to
is
investors
after the flood.
while
We'd
not
done the
clouding the
remediation
report
and all
with
that, but now
unnecessary
we'll be
detail.
finished with the full
Founder
rehab in
Jeremy
about
Humphrey comes from a
5
family of
weeks,
real estate
and
investors. He started
it was
Principal
probably a
Inspections
pre-flood
for investors
ARV of about
because as an
800,
investor himself,
and
he
I
experienced
think
the
now
need for
it's
fast
it might have.
quality inspections
We're probably
with
gonna put it out on the
information
market about
directly
7.
pertaining to
What part of town is it?
condition and potential
Right over here in
resale
079.
value. Principal
Okay.
Inspections
Yeah,
will
Memorial.
save you time
Memorial
and
West?
money.
Yeah,
Call
yeah.
Principal Inspections,
Yeah, yeah.
832
It's south side of Memorial Drive.
5516.
Yeah, we got a deal
That's
over there right now, too.
832
Yeah, between, like,
684
Kirkwood and Gary Ashford.
5516.
Okay.
Or go
Yeah.
online to
Oh, on this side of the Beltway.
principalinspections.com.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we've got one inside the Beltway.
Oh, wow.
Right off of Memorial.
License
Okay.
number 21264.
South of Memorial.
Okay.
Just
Did you
inside
know
of the
that there
Beltway.
are over
Okay.
$24
In
trillion
townhouse?
in retirement accounts?
Or is it actual house?
Imagine if you could use someone's
No, it's an
IRA
actual
to
house.
fund
Okay.
all of your deals.
Got it.
Well,
It's like a little,
you
almost
can.
looks like a little
Quest
townhouse
IRA
community.
Yeah.
The
is
houses
based
are pretty close
locally.
together.
Yeah, yeah,
Very
yeah.
small lots.
Texas.
Okay.
Backs up to that
At
bayou
Quest
right there.
Yeah, I know
IRA,
what you're talking about.
We offer
Yeah, yeah.
retirement
That-
accounts
that whole
that can
street
be
is
used
just
to invest in real
Yeah.
estate,
all vacant houses.
promissory
Right.
notes, private
Yeah, that's the only.
entities, and much
Yeah, there's.
more. Many of our clients
When there's
loan
that
money
many,
from their
that's the only
IRAs
thing that makes
to
me
fund
nervous
real
about those.
estate
I know.
deals
Yeah.
all over the
No, I know, me
country.
too.
I grew up
We
right
don't
over
sell
that
any
area.
Did you really?
investments or
Yeah.
give advice.
If you
However,
know,
we do hold free networking events,
So
weekly
there's a street
educational classes,
called
and free
Benignus.
consultations
It's right
with
over
an
there.
IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website
And
at
and if you go, like, do you know where
questira.com
Tallowood Baptist
or
is
call us
over
at
there?
1
Yeah. So I was. That's on the back side of that property is on a street called Pershire.
Okay.
And I grew up on Pershire.
Okay.
Between Frostwood and Benignus.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. It's nice over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great area to grow up.
Or
Good
go to our
schools and
website
all
Yeah.
that.
Did you go to Memorial High?
I only my senior year. I went to St. Thomas for 3 years. Harrison, what'd you say?
1 minute.
Okay, cool.
Importantly, what to do to maximize
Yeah.
your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly
So I
why
switched
we
my
started
senior year
Next
from St.
Gen
Thomas to
Appraisals.
Memorial.
Next Gen
Okay.
is a group
Yeah.
of appraisers
At the end of my
specializing
junior
in
year at St. Thomas, I'd already been accepted into A&M. So
All
it was
right.
kind of a case of senioritis, and I wanted to work more during my senior year, and so I had a job at Kroger over there by Second Baptist. It was across the street from one of the original Randalls.
Okay.
And like Voss and
Are small returns
Woodway
getting in
area.
the way of
Okay,
your
gotcha.
retirement plans? Why
So,
settle for mediocre results? There's
you
a
know,
better place to invest.
I got to
The experts
switching to
agree.
Memorial. I got to
Single-family
go to
real estate
school
is one of the
later,
best investments
get
you
done
can make.
earlier,
Find
go
out
to
how
school with a lot of
JD
friends
Services
from
offers
church
9% preferred return and
where
up to
most of my
13%
friend base was
waterfall.
anyway.
Yeah.
And
Call us
not
today
as
at
long of it. The traffic just getting to St. Thomas at
281-915-0906
the
or
time
visit our
was
website,
horrendous.
Yeah.
And it was horrible.
That's 281-915-0906.
So, yeah, I switched.
This investment is offered to
so-
accredited investors.
Here we go. Stand by, guys.
All right, all right.
Is business 1110. Call Tom at 713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook Live at
Hot mics in 5,
facebook.com/RightPathRealEstate.
3, 2, 1. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. Join live in the house. Been a long time since you've been in the studio. Daryl
I know.
Dyke, Noble Mortgage. I'm going to switch this just a little bit because it looks like we're a little bit off. There we go.
I've been doing my call-in, so I decided I'd make the trek over here. And
Yeah, because you're not
surprise you.
exactly close.
No.
Yeah, but we're centrally located, but it's a long way for a lot of folks.
Yeah.
Houston's big. I mean, 10,000 square miles. It's big.
Yeah, it's tough to get around sometimes, especially in the morning.
Right. So you're seeing. I mean, you're on the front end, kind of the tip of the spear, because you're hard money lending, and then you also do mortgages as well, traditional mortgages. so what are you seeing on the, all the Harvey flood houses, things like that? I know y'all are funding deals for investors, some buy and hold because you do hard money on the front end, and allow people to cash out, refi, all those things. And then but then also on the flip side, because that's where I've seen some investors buying deals, but I haven't seen any retail activity, what the retail market's going to be doing in that space. What are you seeing?
Yeah, we haven't seen any hit the market yet. I think we'll start seeing them here probably this month, and certainly in January, February, they'll start hitting the selling and so forth. So it'll give us a good indication of what values you're going to do, because nobody really does. Somebody had a good thread on Facebook the other day. I think you commented on it too.
Yeah.
Has anybody sold a flood house yet? We're all kind of sitting and waiting. And
I mean, I think that we're in a pretty good space with our radio show, and we have hard money lenders, traditional mortgage companies, inspectors. I mean, all the people that would be involved in that selling process, appraisers, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, hey, have you heard anything? Are you seeing anything? What are you? Nobody's nada. I mean, it's just not a single house, and we even check on HAR because now you can do searches on Harvey flooded house. Has there been a single house that's sold to a retail end user owner occupant? I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, I haven't
all
either.
of Houston.
Yeah, they should be pretty soon, I would imagine. I imagine there's probably some on the market right now.
Now, I have seen end user owner occupants that are competing with investors. I mean, actually outbidding, like somebody wants to step up. They've lived in, Sugarland, for example. They want to move into Memorial, something like that. Hint, hint. No, I'm just looking across the hallway. But, there's discounts on those kind of properties. And so if you wanted to upgrade into, you get a $500,000 house that you can buy for $300,000 now, and you put $100,000 in it. Now, most investors can't make a lot of those numbers work, but you can pay a little bit more if you're going to be the one hiring the contractor. But I see some of those end user owner occupants also making mistakes when they do it. They don't have the experience that investors do.
Sure.
So they're putting all their own money in there, doing that, thinking, oh yeah, I can just get a home equity loan for the construction cost. They're like, no, it doesn't work that way. And then hard money doesn't work if it's an end user owner occupant house, right?
No, not typically. Yeah. Those are really for investors and so forth. But there's programs out there for owner occupieds that want to buy them, but they're a little bit. But
you should do that on the front end when you're buying the house and have the construction built in to actually close on it with your own cash. That kind of straps your options a little bit, right?
Well, you could do that. I mean, if you paid cash for it and renovated it, and you could turn around and do a cash out loan.
Well, I know of a specific guy. He had about $400,000, and he paid $400,000 cash to buy the house, and the house needs about $150,000 of work, and now he wants to borrow the $150,000 to do the work on the house. And are there programs like that?
Yeah, you should be able to get a loan for that. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, because you got the equity there, and the value is going to be at least $300 or $400. So that's a low LTV. There's certainly a bank out there or somebody who would do that type of loan.
Okay. So
be a construction loan, or you could treat it as a home equity loan since he paid cash for it.
Yeah, and it's one mortgage company he talked to said, well, there's not really any home equity because there's not a home there yet.
Yeah, that's right. You could not do it at home equity until the property was completed.
Right.
So it would have to be some sort of construction loan.
Right. So you'd have to go to a bank and get just strictly now. Do most people do a construction loan on an owner occupied house? I guess they could. Yeah. Okay.
You can do a construction loan. So it'd be in draws and so forth, and it'd probably be an interest only loan, and you could use that for a year or so until it's finished, and then refinance it out.
So noblemoney.com. It's www.noblemoney.com. 713-680-8100. That's 713-680-8100. So do y'all do those kind of loans?
We don't.
No? Okay. You need some water?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on a second. I have to grab you some real quick. It looks like you're choking, man.
Hey, Tom.
He just stepped out for a sec. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Thank you, brother. Jeez. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, we got to have health before radio, so sorry about it's not a professional. And we're not asking Harrison to fill in the breaks for us or anything like that, but, thought I was going to have to perform the Heimlich maneuver over here.
It must have been that Irish coffee I had late last night.
It must have been. So are you going to the ugly sweater event tonight?
No, I'm not tonight.
Yeah, I can't.
I am going to a party tonight, but it's not that one.
Nice. All right. So if you want to find out about hard money lending, if you want to learn about traditional mortgages, about construction loans, all those kind of things, noblemoney.com, 713-680-8100, 713-680-8100. So y'all also do a lot of education for new investors in terms of how the lending process works, things like that. When's y'all's next event that y'all are doing like that?
We've tapered off the educational events till the end of the year, but they'll kick back up in January. Our last event of the year is we're doing a happy hour next Tuesday at Armadillo Palace. It'll be our last happy hour. Just a networking event. You've been to that event before.
Sure.
Next Tuesday at 5:30. So one more party, one more Christmas party, get all your drinking in, and then, the holidays, Christmas and all that, and then we'll start up with our educational events. I'm going to start teaching the disc profile. I think you and I talked about that.
That's awesome.
I did my first class the other day to a realtor group, just a small group.
Yeah.
Which is, people are not familiar with disc profile. It's just a personality test, and it teaches you. I'm fascinated by it, which is why I got trained to teach it, but I'm passionate about it.
How long did it take you to get trained to teach that?
It's a 2-day class.
Okay.
It's a 2-day class, and you have to study up on it and really understand it. But it's really valuable, especially for the investor community and the realtor community, because it teaches you how to read someone's personality, number one, but then also how to communicate them and how they like to be sold to.
Right.
Because everybody's different.
Absolutely.
Some people, the engineer types, they want data, information, and let them analyze it, and you can't push. And some people are not like that. Some people are just going to make that decision.
Yeah.
Snap
You
decision.
give me all the data,
You're a data guy.
No, I'm not.
You're not a data guy.
No, I'm a high I and a high D, almost non-existent S and C.
Okay.
Yeah, and so if you give me all the data like an engineer wants, I'm like, hey, let's give me the high level. Let's get to it really quickly.
Yeah, so you make quick decisions.
Yeah, very quick.
See, I'm an I and a C, so I like when I'm buying something, especially like I'm buying a car right now for my son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, I need all the information.
Yep.
I'm looking at like several different
cars.
cars.
You're building tables. You like those buttons where you can compare 4 different options?
I don't get that crazy
Okay.
into it, but I do my research and I call and I ask all the questions, and then I have to get it right in my head. And then once I have it right in my head, I'm ready to go.
Right.
But everybody's different, so it's a really good tool for people to learn how to use that and read personalities.
And
even for like your spouse.
as an unusual combination.
I's and C's, yeah, it is unusual. What I've figured out is all my loan officers are I's and C's. And
got it.
When I was hiring people and growing, I was trying to find the right mix of people, and I was like, you know what? I need to hire me.
Yeah, right.
Because I used to be a really good loan officer.
Right, absolutely.
And so I'm an I and a C, so all my loan officers are I's and C's, because I's are they can be very charming, they're good salespeople.
Correct.
But then on the loan side, you have to have some detail to you.
Very much so.
And it's not like selling a car. Like when you go buy a car, these guys sell the car and then they send you to the back to the guy that does the paperwork.
Yeah, right.
So those are all I's.
Right.
But you have to have the detail work on the mortgage side. So it is a hard combination because they're kind of polar opposites.
Yes, they are.
But they're out there. I've got a bunch of them working for me.
Yeah, I see that.
They're charming and smart.
So you're going to teach when's the next disc profile you're teaching?
We haven't set it up yet. Right now, I've been kind of doing it at different realtor offices just to kind of get myself familiar with what I'm teaching and how I want it to go and get feedback from them. And then we'll start doing classes probably in January.
Okay. So kind of our theme for today, we've been kind of talking about, since we're getting closer to the end of the year, a lot of investors, a lot of people are looking back, hey, what went right, what went wrong for 2017, kind of like the year in review, and then looking forward to 2018, putting together new pro formas, adjusting business plans or business models, things like that. What's going on at Noble? What have you, when you look back at 2017, what are some of the things went well? What are some of the things that didn't go well? And then what are you looking forward to in 2018?
So we had a really good year. We've grown a lot the last couple of years. So 2017, we went through some growing pains like everybody does with expanding into Dallas and handling that and trying all kinds of different marketing techniques. So, and everything's great. It's our best year ever.
Fantastic.
So nothing to complain about, but we're certainly tweaking some things on the operational side. Starting to delegate a lot more of the day-to-day responsibilities, elevating some people's titles and so forth to make sure that everybody understands who does what and the hierarchy and so forth. So I can I like to focus on the business development, doing the strategic things that help the business grow, and then
working on the business, not necessarily in the business on a daily basis.
Correct, and doing the education. I love doing the educational stuff with like we did our teen class in the summer,
right?
Our
yeah, that's awesome.
Events. Yeah, so that's really what I'm focused on, is making sure that everybody has the right pieces in the puzzle, getting organized, and we're going to be moving too, probably closer to you guys.
Fantastic. So what do you see going for 2018?
2018, we're gonna grow even more.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna gear up even more this next year. We're hiring some more people.
Nice.
Like I said, moving into a new office, that'll enable us to expand. I'll probably be spending a lot more time in Dallas. No, you probably guys probably are too, aren't you?
That's exactly right. Yeah, we're going to be expanding to Dallas for our education for sure. We were going to be expanding for investing into Dallas as well, but now with the Harvey, we really feel like there's generational wealth building opportunity in Houston.
Yes.
And so what do you see in most investors when they look back at 2017 in the Houston market? What do you think they saw versus what's the chatter you hear among investors going forward to 2018?
I think most investors had a really good year in 2017. The market had loosened up a little bit, where it was easier to find those deals, whereas a couple years ago, they weren't. Those
really
100% deals were not even around a couple years ago.
Absolutely.
And we've done several this year.
Yeah.
And so
when you say 100% deal, just slow it down. 100% financing. In other words,
financing.
No money out of pocket.
Yeah, we've done several this year, and 2 years ago we hardly did any.
Right.
So there was a lot more deal flow in Houston. in 2017 for the active investors, the people that really worked at it. And so we saw a lot of investors that went from maybe owning 2 houses to owning 10 or 15 houses just in 1 year.
That's fantastic.
Because they're active.
Yeah.
It's all about being active, you know this, and working hard to find those deals. So I think 2018 is going to continue that, especially with now we have all these flood houses. It's really going to enable, especially the investors that do it full time.
Right.
A lot of opportunity there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, imagine if you can buy 15 houses with no money out of pocket in a single year. Average equity capture is going to be probably $20,000 per house. You're talking about you just grew your equity, your net worth $300,000 in 1 year. Plus, you're probably making a minimum $300 a month per house. So another $4,500 a month of positive cash flow. I mean, that's fantastic.
It is. It makes a huge impact when you see someone who's just working a day job and maybe making good money.
Yeah.
But then they go to that 10 house, 15 house profile.
Right.
They have all this extra money. They're building wealth, and it's beautiful to watch that with a new investor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about building wealth and income. So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. It's noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com, 713-680-8100, 713-680-8100. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, thank you.
Mike's off.
Thanks, Harrison. So 4 minutes or 3?
As a real estate investor,
Harrison?
you rely on your property inspector
Yes, sir.
to determine
3 minutes?
the current condition of the home and your potential return on
Yes, sir.
investment
All right,
from
thanks.
an investor's point of view. Principal Inspections was founded by investor Jeremy Humphrey to do just that. Principal Inspections works from the investor's point of view, providing affordable, fast, quality inspections with information pertinent to investors while not clouding the report with unnecessary details. Principal Inspections will save you time and money. Call Principal Inspections 832-684-5516 or online at principalinspections.com. License number 21264.
Taxes. Just the sound of that word makes people cringe. At Anderson Advisors, we provide tax reduction through asset protection for real estate investors throughout the country. Our unique philosophy has CPAs, lawyers, bookkeepers, and estate planners with one common goal, helping you, the real estate investor. Check us out today at AndersonAdvisors.com. And don't forget to tell us you heard about us at Right Path Real Estate.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary peer work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quote binders. The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab.
30 seconds, Mr. Tom.
All right, man.
No more doing the work yourself.
Hey, do you follow us on Facebook?
Fast Track Remodeling really
Yes,
does
I do.
manage it.
Oh, cool. So you're watching
Give us
it.
a call today at
Yes, sir.
So when I'm not sitting there in the chair, you're getting nervous.
Every time.
Real estate investors.
I'm sorry, man.
If you're
Well, and there's a
not
little bit of a
familiar
lag on
with Quest
Facebook, too.
IRA, Let me tell you
is
what
it
you're
really?
missing.
I always think
We've
I was
got
like, man,
free
please let
weekly
Mr. Tom come.
educational classes,
Tom come
networking
back.
No.
opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office.
Hey,
or
good
join
morning,
us
Tim.
remotely As we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
All right, here we go. Stand by.
This is Business 1110. It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today.
Hot mics.
All right, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. So we've got a weekend retreat coming up this weekend. There are just a few spots left. So if you're interested in going, you need to send an email today, support at rightpathrealestate.com. That's support at rightpathrealestate.com. We've got a special going on today, but the only way to find out about it is through support at rightpathrealestate.com. Also, we've got a free event tonight. If you want to learn how to build your wealth and increase your income, Daryl with Noble Mortgage was talking about he knows investors that have added 15 properties to their rental portfolio. Heck, we've got one of our students that has contracted to buy 10 properties in the last 14 days. So stop and think about that. If the average equity capture is only $20,000 per house, in other words, he's buying them at a 20% discount to the ARV minus the cost of repairs. He just put an extra $200,000 of net worth into his account, essentially. It's over the last 14 days. 14 days. And then if he captures an average of about $300 a month of positive cash flow, he just gave himself a raise of $3,000 a month. What is it that he knows that you don't know about real estate investing? My question is your boss going to give you an extra $200,000 or $300,000 of equity capture in the business that you work for next year? Are they going to give you a raise of $3,000? That's like a $200,000 end of the year bonus. Who gets a $200,000 a year end of the year bonus? That's crazy. Who gives themselves a $3,000 a month raise? If you want to know more about what it is that they know, that they've been able to learn that you don't know yet, if you've ever dreamed about being able to be a real estate investor, if you wanted to be able to add real estate to your investing portfolio, if you want to learn how to buy, fix, and flip houses, if you want to learn how to buy and hold properties, be the landlord, if you want to learn how to be the bank, be the lender, if you want to learn how to wholesale houses, what a great business to wholesale houses. If you want to learn any of those things, you need to get over rightpathrealestate.com right now, rightpathrealestate.com. Come to our free event tonight. That's right, I said free. Doesn't cost you a penny except for your time. 11451 Katy Freeway, 11451 Katy Freeway, Suite 360. Go to rightpathrealestate.com, register for the event. Thanks for listening, guys. Jason Bible will be in the house tomorrow with Investor Friday. Thanks for listening.
Mike's off.
Thanks. Have a great day, man.